Welcome to the road to WTC. This is the first video of this kind, and hopefully we'll be releasing one a week up until the WTC. My name is Peter. I am the head organizer for this year's World Team Championships in War Machine, and I would like to share with you the trip that we've been on for the past 10 months, and we'll hopefully finish in 2 months' time. But I figured there's not been much info from us behind the scenes. So I'd like to show what we've been doing for the past 10 months. And most of the time it's been stuff like this. But sometimes it's been other things. Yeah, driving to get those gaming mats, that was scary. And that was a hell of a drive, and I filled the car up so much. It was borderline legal. Let's just call it that. Anyway, most of the time we've been painting terrain. Printing terrain, the printers have been going hot for 10 months straight. And we've printed a lot. All the terrain will of course be 3D terrain with 2D footprints. Some things will be 2D, such as water features, because we don't see the point in putting physical 3D printed water on a flat water piece, because we want to be able to put models there and such. So those will be trenches as well, will be 2D. But I think that's just positive for the game. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. So, but I haven't been done this alone. I have not been doing this alone. Luckily, I have a team. And that team has also sent me some videos about what they're doing. So, for example, wow, that's, yeah. The boys in Borås, the BOBs, they are really quick. They just got these pieces of terrain a couple of weeks back. I mean, assembling everything. So it's nice to see all these bulldozer terrain storm towers getting some paint. I know they have like 16 or 32 windmills as well from bulldozer terrain. So yeah, they got a ton of stuff, and they're doing really well. Man, I should send them some more, really. Anyway, they're not the only ones helping me, though. I'm super thankful they are. We also have Oscar Siebeck. You all know him as the Merc Boss, and they have not started painting, but Oscar did send me a video. Oh yeah, they have their hands full. They sure do. They got a lot to paint. There will be 5 kinds of tables, and there will be 16 of each table. So there will be a Brine Blood themed table, which Jamal is currently painting up. And so let's check out what he has to say in Falkenberg about this.
Yeah, let's try to do this in one take. This is from Falkenberg, and as you can see, I'm having a cup of coffee, and I've just finished a box of little tiny ships and wrecks, and I'm feeling good. So I thought, yeah, let's see what else. Well, I should say finished. I finished prepping them. It shouldn't be a problem, right? Let's see what else is on the docket. We have the other halves of the terrain. That's pretty good. Then we have the larger ships. these. They're fun. I've done a few of those. Have a few more to do. That. Then we have these watchtowers, and they're quite fiddly to assemble, but yeah, I've got a few of those to do as well. Let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, we have a few more like rocky rubble stuff to do. Had to do a bit of gap filling. That's where get a box of those, as you can see. And for some reason I have like 1,000 pieces of starter boxes and all of this to do. And yeah, I don't even know what's in these, so I guess I'll have to drink my coffee and find out. Goodbye.
Wow, those are gorgeous. That's some good stuff. There will also be a sort of city-themed terrain table. Lots of bulldozer terrain, cranes and silos and whatnot. And then there'll be a swamp terrain table, which I'm painting currently. I'm going to show you an example of one of those right after this. So you can skip ahead if you want to hop right to that. So you get to see an example tables. But I'm painting the swamp themed one. So all you Gatorman and Bullcroak players rejoice. But then we also have the sort of Signar tables or meadow feel, green tables. Happy happy Storm Tower tables, which is the guys in Borås, of course, painting that. And then we have the Badlands table, which is sort of brown, muddy field with lots of fire and fog. And yeah, when you do a team tournament, it's nice when the tables are a little different. So some tables will have tons of obstructions, some will barely have any. Let's take a look at how an example table looks. All right, here we have an example table. This is the swamp theme table, and you'll notice some of these terrain pieces have been seen before. They are mostly from Terrainiacs, the houses and the smaller obstructions, as well as the tall grass, corrosion effect. These are all from Terrainiacs. And the smoke effect is from bulldozer terrain, and the trees are from I don't remember. So this is a typical table. You notice the terrain pieces are quite large, and not all of them will be this big, of course. Many of them are cut down to size, but this is just an example. We played this table at the recent tournament here in Sweden, so you'll get your water effect, your corrosion lakes. So this is a typical table. You'll notice also we have the footprints for the obstructions, as well as these guys also have footprints. And yeah, a table like this, you'll have 2 corrosion lakes, 2 regular lakes, 2 forests, 2 dense fogs or clouds, 2 tall grass, 2 houses or large obstructions, and 2 small obstructions. Maybe the occasional wall or something on these as well. So yeah, if you've been wondering how the tables at WTC looks, this is going to be something like this. And yeah. All right. That was an example table. And I thought I'd show you guys what I've been working on this week. So this week in Road to WTC, 32 small obstructions. These are from Terrainiacs, and they do... My webcam is not very good at focusing. It constantly changes focus. But anyway, these small obstructions are from Terrainiacs, and we did put bases on them because that simplifies things for us. It's easier to make a small footprint in 2D if there's a square instead of a weird circly thingamajig. So we did that. That simplifies, makes things easier. And I painted these this week using P3 paints because Steve Force Games were nice enough to send us a paint set to try it out. Sent us 2, in fact. So we've been using Deathless Metal for base coating all these, and it's a gorgeous paint. I freaking love this thing. I'm going to be using it a lot, and I dry brush it all with solid gold. And if you ever want to paint gold, use this. It's stupidly golden, ridiculously golden. But yeah, dry brushed it up and dirtied it down, and I really enjoyed it. P3 paints, I've barely ever used them before when Privateer Press made them. Occasionally, just a single one here and there. But these come on silky smooth. I freaking love them. I've never painted using these kind of paints before, and I use a lot of brands of paint. So this really, yeah, I was impressed. Well done, Steam Force. Hopefully, we're going to be making one of these videos every week to show you guys what we're working on. Next week, what I've been doing and what the other boys have been doing around the nation. Also, another example table, maybe the city table, perhaps the Brine Blood one. Let's see which one. You can see behind me right here, there is a crane or two, a crane or 32, I should say, that will all be used for the city tables. Bulldozer cranes, love those things. A big thank you to Bulldozer Terrain, to Terraniacs, to Workbench Maniac, and all you guys that are alive. Of course, Steamforged as well, because we're also using Steamforged Terrain. All you guys have been sharing STLs with us for free to make this WTC really, really gorgeous looking. So thanks a lot for that. It makes us real happy. In other news, nothing. Except, of course, the Swedish trophy you see right here. That means currently I'm the Swedish master-ish of 2025 until 20th of September when there's a tournament here in town and I'm going to lose it. But yeah, that doesn't really have anything to do with WTC. So, catch you next week. See if I can do another update then. Bye.